at the WLC. So what are you going to hear people say? What are some things that you might hear that you may or may know anything about? So the first one we're going to start with is what we call the snake. And so the snake is how we move at the WLC when we're moving by foot from one place to another. It's led by our junior staff. They may or may not be in yellow vests. They will definitely have radios in their ears, and this is how we get to and from. And so we call it a snake because when there's 500 people all traveling together down a sidewalk, it resembles a snake as it winds through. So as you're traveling through, the city of Chicago, as you're moving from one end of campus to the other, you notice that we move in a formation so we don't lose anyone. The second thing we're going to talk about is radios or walkie-talkies. So not everyone will have a radio or walkie-talkie. You may say, why don't I have one of those? I need one of those. I promise you don't. That you may not even want one of those. And the radios allow us to communicate from one person to another without worrying about who has cell service, because sometimes we're in spaces that don't have cell service or relying on Wi-Fi or someone's data. So you'll see some people with these cool FBI earpieces, but don't worry about those. But the good news is you know who has one. So the leadership team will have them. The junior staff will have them. A lot of the non-facilitator roles will have them, but one facilitators will likely have them as well. So you'll see some folks that have them. And the good thing is for the most part, everyone's on radio, our medics, everybody. So when you need something or if you need anyone, all you have to do is go find someone with a radio, and they can probably get in touch with someone else who has a radio. So radios.
Love them.
The best. Something else that we want to touch on is shipping to Loyola. You may be saying I've got all this stuff. I don't want to check a bag. I'm going to ship everything to Loyola University, Chicago. Well, good news is you can do that. So we'll let you know when it's appropriate to start ordering and shipping things directly to campus. We'll share that address with you. We want to just let you know that you will have that ability. And with that ability comes great responsibility. So when you ship, you're going to need to put care of the Hobie WLC. You're going to put your name on there. And what's going to happen is that package is going to be brought from Loyola's mailroom to WLC headquarters. And Remy, our amazing ops assistant, is going to sort those packages and shoot you a text message when it's time for you to come pick up your package. Something to know is you should order in advance, because if you order on a Friday, it's going to get to the mailroom on Saturday. The mailroom is closed on Saturday. The mailroom is closed on Sunday, so you will not see that package until Monday. So if you need anything, make sure you order in advance, or you give yourself enough time that it can get delivered. There's a Amazon hub at the 7-Eleven down the street, so you could potentially ship to that on the weekend, but we recommend just taking care of all of your shipping needs in advance of the WLC. Shilpa, what else are we going to learn about?
We're also going to learn about our WLC headquarters. So this room was formerly known as Ops, or the operations room, but it's not a room just for the operations team. The WLC headquarters is a workspace for all of our staff. So if you walk into the headquarters room, you will see people working, talking quietly, typing away on their computers. It's definitely a more quiet space that people are in to work. It's also right near the lobby of San Francisco and the wall of windows where we tend to meet and talk more loudly. So if you are looking for a space to hang out with friends, the wall of windows is where you go.
Wall of windows.
Wow.
Wow.
The next thing that we want to talk about is our flat sheet. Our flat sheet is a very detailed schedule that you will get through Slack every single day. We will go over the flat sheet in detail during our staff meetings every day, and the flat sheet will tell you where you need to be, at what time, what's happening, and who the point person is for that program event. The flat sheet also has contact information, medic information for whichever medic is on call that night in each residence hall, and lots of other stuff that you need to know. The last thing we're going to learn about is our Google Calendar. So we will be making a Google Calendar that will have all of the events and the things and the times that you need, and it will keep you updated on where you need to be.
And we're also going to see Cooper again, just because why not? just because
Why not? He's cute.
super stuff.